Alrighty, guys, we are back. So, everybody, listen up. We have unconventional lifts, daring stunts, and a level of showmanship that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Mark, aka Deadliest Lift, isn't just a powerlifter, they're a true entertainer, turning each lift into a performance that makes you wonder how a human can do that. From mind-bending variations to gravity-defying moves, Deadliest Lift's channel is as much as a spectacle as it is a display of strength. So if you're a fan of the unexpected, a lover of the unconventional, or just someone ready for an adrenaline-fueled experience, join me in welcoming the one and only Deadliest Lift.
Hello. Glad to be
Welcome
here.
in! How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. So, if everyone doesn't know who Deadliest Lift is, please go check out his Instagram. We'll link that in chat. Minnie, if you can do that for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. You have some of the craziest lifts I've ever seen. Like period. Like some of the most wild things. Like, could you maybe tell chat just some of your most recent things that you've done?
Okay. These are usually best explained by showing rather than telling, but
Done.
let's see.
Done. We'll
Yeah,
bring it up
yeah.
right now.
That's better.
Let's do the thing,
It'll make
Joe.
much
We
more
have the
sense
power
if
of
you
the
just put
internet.
this on video.
All right, guys. Everybody here in chat, check this out. Shoom. Okay, so there was one that you did recently, this one, that I really freaking liked. Check this out, guys.
The Hack Jefferson, right? Is this what?
Hack. There's a hack, a Jefferson, and a conventional.
Yeah.
in
What
there.
do we call this? Like,
I think
Suitcase,
Hacker
deadlift,
Sentinel.
yeah.
Hacker Sentinel.
yeah.
Oh! Yeah!
Just the logistics alone of how.
The secret is you don't really have to calculate it out if you just try a few times until you find the right amount on each side for it to balance.
So
It's a
so
trial and error process. I'm not doing stuff with my calculator.
I do have a question here.
Yes.
How do you come up with is it just you're sitting there like I bet I could probably put those bars on top of each other, pick them both up?
Yeah, it's pretty much that. You know, you sit there. I'm sure everyone is at the gym and they see something and they think, "What if I did that?" And then they immediately stop thinking that because they're like, "No, that's dumb." They didn't tell that intrusive thought to just go away.
Yeah.
And I just don't do that part.
We just
just go with it.
execute the intrusive thought, make it an extrusive
Plus, there's a lot
thought.
of iteration. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
this is like the 18th version of this, and I just you change one little thing and then you give a brand new lift. So I wanted to like essentially I benched the bench quite a while ago, but I wanted to try and put everything in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing is being used as it should be here.
Right.
So the bench is the bar, the bars are the place is the vents. And yeah.
We've got the plate used here to
Yeah, up
really
until
work
now,
on establishing
everything
that
has had-
effective arch. That's what this
Every
is,
lift
right?
has had at least one item being used properly. I wanted to,
Oh my
not do that this
goodness.
time.
Yeah, someone in chat said, you gotta hide your bars when you're in the gym.
I bet I can lift that.
Oh!
The control and stability.
How much weight is that? Did you calculate that at all?
It's only like 250 or something. I think the
Oh my.
bench is almost exactly 45, which is convenient. There's
Mhm.
3 45-pound bars, 60-pound trap bar. I don't know how much that curl bar weighs, maybe 20 pounds. Or probably not even.
The balance
just,
alone
like-
required.
5-bar bench plate press PR. Is that a world record also?
Technically, I assume so. No one else has been dumb enough to do that, but quite a while ago, I
We're
stopped
gonna
making
get
claims
along,
of,
I
oh,
love
it's the
this,
world
I
record,
love
because
this.
honestly, like, if you're the only person to do something claiming it's a world record, it's kind of obnoxious. So there's only a few lifts I've done that I track that way because they've actually had enough other people trying to do them. But
Mhm.
most is like, if I'm the only person doing it, I guess it's a world record, but that's just kind of lame to say.
It's a world only. We'll call it a world.
world only, yep.
Yeah, world
World's
first.
only. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
World's first.
We actually have your submission for the Garage Gym competition, and I think it would be kind of fun for us to review it. And maybe Ben, if you're up to it, maybe we can give some critiques on form as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Ways we
I'm
can
always
optimize.
looking for advice on how I can improve and become a better powerlifter.
Yeah.
I'm not really much of any powerlifter right now, so anything would probably help.
I love that we do have the white Goodman in the back there. It's me taking, the bull by the horns.
You did that literally.
Me too.
I think I got a lift up somewhere that could be called the bull by the horns lift.
Okay, so we have a bar around our neck, or a rope. We're
Yeah, is this
tying
it's a
ourselves
rope?
in. Okay.
I haven't seen
So
this,
is
by
it-
the way.
Honestly, this is probably the better one to show. I think if you show the reel I did exclusively for this lift, that's I don't know. I don't know. Twitch might tell you, no, you can't show that.
Wait, this is starting to
Okay.
get quick to TOS right now.
This is I think this is what a jugular lift is kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah, the version of this where I failed is probably questionable.
I remember watching that too, where you almost bent your bar. It was tragic. It was
very-
it could have been terrible. Yep. Oh
What?
man. This reminds me of that time I passed out doing a front squat because it was a little bit out of position.
Yeah,
the
see, the
quick
problem
release
is you
is
can't
important.
re-rack that one because
Mhm.
by the time you get to the bottom of the lift, you've already kind of started pinching off the blood supply. So only got so long before things start going dark. So
Yeah,
it's just drop it. It's like an Olympic lift. You just drop
Yep.
it. You don't try and re-rack it.
Yep, we're doing you're on the timer. The clock is running.
I will add
The
though
only way you
that
find that out is by testing it.
yeah,
There's
pretty
only-
much. I
that's the
mean,
only
it's
way.
very surprising what weights it takes to like start seeing the stars because it's very different with every step. Like I thought this might be higher, but this was surprisingly low. But kind of contrary to popular belief, like the lower you get the bar, at a certain point it starts getting harder again. Like this is actually hard to squat because the bar is so far down. For anyone who wants to do a less dumb version of this, I'll look up the Piper squat. That's where you hold the bar behind your back in your armpits.
Mhm.
Or not your armpits, your elbow
Your
pits.
elbows,
And
yeah.
that is, at least for me, with my proportions, an incredibly difficult lift to actually squat
So
down.
you look
to
like you're
the
about
depth.
10 feet tall. So that's
Yeah, so not really the right proportions for that kind of lift.
I don't know, Joe.
Wow.
If you can see off to the side, you see that there's a panel missing in the ceiling over there.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
actually the first time I found your Instagram page.
Yep,
You were,
that was
Yeah, you were deadlifting.
That was
and
probably
you
the
had
first
a
time a lot
camera
of people saw that.
in the ceiling. Oh. So
yeah.
now
So
we got
like
a
I
bench.
said, a lot of these are an iterative process. So this is the first one I decided to use the plate as the bench, and then I just built on that for a new lift idea.
Actually, really quick, how does this feel? Does it feel good?
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. It's not painful. Like I also have benching on the bar. The bar is actually not difficult to bench on at all. It's almost as good as an actual bench. This is kind of only bad because it doesn't support very well. It's not like it's painful. It's just not a very good support. Plus, if you try and leg drive,
You're
Tumble
gonna
back.
roll out of the hole like that. Yeah. You were
which is okay
creating
because I don't actually know how to leg drive to begin with, so it's fine.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're
It's
a
also
madman.
basically like an incline press too, so that didn't help either.
Yeah, you can see how
Whoa!
much he's kind of fighting to just balance on the.
Yeah, and if I lost balance there, that would not have been a good one. I mean, a lot of these things if I fail is not a big deal. This one would not have been happy if I would not have been happy if I failed this one.
How much of a benefit? I love that this is coming after Cass was like always bench in a rack because a person can't spot you effectively. This is kind of a
Yeah, but
beautiful-
if I did in the rack, the video wouldn't be as good.
I know.
You-
I just
I get it.
it's just it's a beauty of the binary of that advice, and then watching this is great. How much weight do you think the jorts add to the?
Oh, the jorts add at least 10%.
There you go.
That's why you're not able to use them in the IPF. They're actually like considered equipped lifting.
Mm-hmm. Totally. I knew that they were onto something with those denim shirts.
Yeah, and then I'm glad I added this so people a lot of people there's a very big disparity between how strong people think I am. Like I get people thinking that I'm not strong at all, and then some people think I'm the strongest person on the planet based on seeing all the wacky lifts. So
Mhm.
I don't know how they draw those like very because neither of them are right. I'm very strong, but I'm not the world's strongest man. But I thought I'd throw in a legitimate lift, also because I was too tired doing another deadlift this week after this.
Yeah. So this looks like is it a
strongman
strongman?
deadlift.
Well,
Yep.
it's is
This
it a
is
strongman competition?
Yep.
It is.
Strongman
Okay.
competition.
All right,
This
so
is
we've got
from
a-
standard height, but it's on the 10-foot deadlift bar with the Hummer tire, so it bends a bit more.
Whoa!
totally legit and strongman. You can
Yep.
do that.
That's
Wow.
what's better.
The bounce afterwards is the little. Okay, I'm good. Let me go lay back on my plate.
How much weight was this?
945.
I would say that looks like 900 plus. Big hefty tire.
Wait, who says you're not strong? Who are these people?
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch. Like people watch like the neck squat thing. Oh, you're struggling with 2 plates. I'm like, well, it's not really the squat that's the hard part. It's the lack of blood going to my brain.
Yeah, that'd be.
But people see this and they'll complain about it's not even hitching, it's ramping, but
Mm.
or the
Well, it's just
straps. The
people-
suit. Actually, no one comments on the suit. No one apparently notices that the suit helps, but
The people that are upset that you're using straps or ramping in a
there's I don't think
strongman
anyone was-
competition are the same people that don't know what a deadlift suit would even look like.
yeah.
So.
I don't think anyone was complaining on this particular video. I think at a certain point, like it's heavy enough that not even the most obnoxious person feels like they can complain.
Mm.
Well, on some of my training lifts I did before this at the gym on the regular deadlift bar, I got some complaints on there, including the guys like, "Oh, you couldn't do it without straps." Like, well, yeah, I know. I don't train mixer
Yeah.
hook anymore because they both suck to do, and I don't need to.
Yeah, big facts. Hooks it always hurts. It's never stopped hurting. And
Yeah,
I'm hoping
I never
at some
learned
point
it. So.
it just stops.
It doesn't, Joe. No, every time we went down a whole deep dive once on one of the Technique Tuesdays of looking at all the videos that are like how to hook without pain. I'm like, this person's a liar. Don't like
It's
whatever they're saying.
impossible.
Like it's gonna hurt. You just get better at dealing with the discomfort.
Oh man, what a great! I think that was a perfect video to kind of encapsulate everything about your page. It's just those lifts are so crazy, dude.
It gets worse and or better depending what stance you're taking if you go farther down.
So
We're not gonna sit there and go down through my entire library all day. That would take over the whole hour and the actual competitors' videos too.
I do want to give you a chance because I'm sure that you have some developed opinions on this. When you have some people that are so adamant about the Snap City crew of people who are like, you lift like that. If you have a little bit of rounding in your back, then you're gonna break yourself. Yeah, and the people that would be. So I would love to hear and give you the opportunity to share like your thoughts on lifting in terms of like mechanical proficiency or in terms of why you're doing what you're doing, and in a way that like, because to me it's like, oh yeah, I'm curious and want to find out, and doing something that maybe I wouldn't recommend everybody do without practicing first. But I have a feeling that you might have some thoughts on.
I have a lot of thoughts on that topic, and I'll give you the very short version because we would not have time for the full version. Generally, I am very much against people that are needlessly concerned about form and believe there's only one way to do a lift. Because A, that's just not true. Even if you want to lift efficiently or properly, everyone's going to look a little bit different. They have vastly different physiognomies or whatever. But beyond that, like if you know what you're doing, you can have a really ugly lift. It's not about the form that's going to cause an injury. It's the overall load. And if you build up with the most god ugly and efficient form possible and your body's adapted to it, you can lift a heavy weight like that. You can just have to build up to it. Like I can bend my back and lift heavy weights because I have worked up to that over almost a decade. I haven't really trained specifically for that, but just based on how I lift and doing enough heavy compounds, like if you know how to brace instinctively, you can kind of brace in any position you want, and it's going to be about as stable. Some aren't as efficient as others, have to use less weight, but the brace is still strong. My back is still fine. Like there's not an issue. I wish more people would understand that. And honestly, if you're really fixated on saying that perfectly straight back, which, okay, let's be honest, it's neutral back. If you're trying to be perfectly straight, you're going to definitely hurt yourself. But if you're fixated on that perfectly neutral back, and that's the only thing you know how to do, and you've never, mess with any other back configuration, when you inevitably find yourself in that position because you tried to lift a little bit too much weight or you missed your groove or I don't know, someone yells in your face when you're trying to do a lift, you're gonna have a bad time because you're not used to that. Your body's not used to that. So it's kind of good to expose yourself to full range and learn how to use your body in all its forms rather than just one super fixated one. I mean, probably start with that one if you're a new lifter and you'll learn one before you learn the others, but over time you shouldn't lock yourself in one form because you have a bad time if you ever have to leave that.
Exactly.
Well
I was gonna say whenever we're talking about stuff on here of like, oh, these are some things that we could address. I always try to be really, really cautious of never saying this is better to do.
Yep. Never. Like if I'm giving advice, I suggest trying this, see how it feels, see if it works. But at the end of the day, I want you to do what lets you lift the most weight comfortably. If that looks really weird and dumb to me, if it's working for you, go for it. If it ever
Yeah,
stops
fair.
working, then we can readdress it. But if it's working, you're getting stronger, you're staying safe. I don't care if you have like the craziest rounded back deadlift ever, because there is at least one guy who set like the first 5 times body weight deadlift with a complete bent over back.
hmm
So obviously it worked for him, and maybe it works for you too.
Yeah, and we're looking at like, okay, if even if it's something of like, oh, you might be able to generate more force if you can
Hmm.
get to this point, like you're saying, the starting with the lighter load, the injuries are not coming because of the technique. The
Yep.
injuries are coming because somebody is trying to stabilize a load in a range or in a space that they are not prepared,
Mm-hmm.
capable, or conditioned to
Yep.
stabilize that weight. And you're a really good example of, you can train your body to be a lot more resilient in a lot of different variations and
Hmm.
different like spaces within that. And the load management is the big part. You're starting with something light, you're conditioning and training yourself to be able to handle that, so your body isn't surprised and reacts poorly when it's exposed to those positions.
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Let's start looking at some of our competitors. So Ben, we got number 55 loaded up. If you would like to read his bio, good sir.
Okay, we've got aggressively average Greg, named
Mm-hmm.
Greg, from Colorado. His favorite cheat meals are carbs, just general carbs,
Yep.
carne asada fries, and alcohol.
Good.
35-year-old dad, deputy. Uh, Basement training with street parking. This year's dumb goal was 200 vested workouts, so not much powerlifting, and we're looking to
Hmm.
see around 200 pounds body weight. We're looking at a 325 squat, a 235 bench, and a 455 deadlift coming up.
Okay, we got the 455 deadlift first. By the way, love this banner. Kick today in the dick.
Boom! Take that, Richard. We're rubbing our lucky shrunken head skull here. This is making sure we get. Oh, you're pulling the chalk out. That's great.
That's a good deadlift ritual. Touch the skull. Nice.
Smooth. Okay.
Whoa.
I
Oh.
was waiting for more weight. Oh, Bear's back. Hey, Bear. I didn't realize. Oh, wait. That's.
Nice.
Oh, with the suspender snap. These quick edits always throw me off. And okay. Well, I guess he said the goal wasn't powerlifting, and so everything looks very, very easy because he didn't
He didn't
put
struggle at all.
anything that.
Wow. I mean, again, just kind of like, yeah, obviously there's a little bit of a struggle here, but it's a solid deadlift.
Hmm. Like, bas- some people like to get so nitty gritty about like seeking form advice, but like, especially on dev side, like, oh, how do I improve my like? Unless I see something glaringly wrong, I'm usually not gonna make any huge suggestions on deadlift. Like, I'll give some
Mhm.
general ideas and like not so much like do X, Y, Z, but like work towards this more general concept. Like, really focus on building a strong brace, or really focus on fully removing tension from your body before you try and actually, leave the floor. But I'm not gonna tell people, okay, they'll wind your feet or grab like this or grab like that or try and maintain
Yeah.
a 45-degree torso angle, because that's that kind of
Too
advice is
nitpicky.
like so, yeah, it's so nitpicky. It's not really usually helpful. Like, someone has to be doing something really wrong for me to give them like, okay, do X, Y, and Z. If not,
Mm.
okay, and then they get the kind of more vague, like, here's an idea to explore in your mind.
Mhm.
Yeah. Movement principle above like
Hmm.
the
Specific, yeah.
independent specific stuff is usually gonna get further anyway because it's gonna apply to more
Especially
people.
like on like one video. Like, if I watch someone over and over again, like in person, we can like try an iterative process where we try a
Mm-hmm.
couple of things and get constant feedback. Then we can
How'd
try
that
some like
feel?
actual
Yep.
ideas. But like,
Mhm.
if I'm just watching a video and giving one bit of feedback, like, I'm not going to be specific. That's not helpful at all.
Yeah. You might do more harm than good.
Yeah, I mean, if I like, if someone honestly believes I know everything for some reason, and I tell them, okay, we'll try this, and they're like, this must be the way, and it's actually not a good cue for them, and they just like chase after that, then that is harmful. And I really try and avoid that. Like, really stress. Like, this is just something to try. If it does not work, stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
This is not gospel.
I do like the axe and those boots, man. The ankle support is probably crazy in those bad boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my biggest suggestion to him is add more weight.
100%
These
agree
are
with
these are
that.
too easy.
Make it harder. But average grade, good stuff. I'm not sure if we said the weight, but 455 deadlift, 325 squat, and a 235 bench. Really,
Love to see
really
that
good
deadlift
stuff.
to bench ratio.
Yeah, it's looking here. It said that he intentionally was avoiding PRs, chose not to push it, strapless, beltless, in costume, and it fit in around his other training. So probably one of those things of like, I'm just gonna tack on a couple of extra lifts that I haven't really been doing a whole lot, and they ended up
Mhm.
going pretty okay.
Nice. Yeah, good stuff, Average Greg. Or aggressively average Greg. Sorry. Don't let me mess up your name. I like the average
Branding
people. It's
is
good.
important.
Oh, you're gonna quickly find out that Ben and I are having trouble reading today. it's
We're
not our strongest suit. We got number 4, Ben.
number 4. All right,
Yeah.
we've got Philip. I'm
Okay.
scrolling. It takes a second. It takes a second, Joe. Another pizza enthusiast here. I'm trying to highlight it so that I can read from left to right. This is a very long form. Detached detaches pec in December of 2021.
Whoa.
Had it reattached. Also have a 5-month-old son. So there's your context going in. We're looking at 275 lad. We're looking for a 510 squat, a 380 bench, and a 640 deadlift. Again, with a reattached pec just over a year ago.
Whoa. That's a tough injury to come back from too. So big ups to him. Filthy power shirt. Yeah, that was filthy. Wow.
Smooth. Oh, the sock! I didn't realize that. I thought he had little bands like on his shins, like pulling back to the bench. It's just the skin in between his socks and his legs.
The hundreds. I love the hundreds.
Chub weight.
Whoa. Yeah, embrace it for a little
Thought
bit.
through
Sit
it?
there. Yeah.
I know for me sometimes it's you stand back up and you're like, I am still conscious. Yep. Okay. Let the sparkles dissipate and then you can move back in.
Yeah, I just want to watch this one more time. This is good stuff. And he's feeding his son between attempts. So he's cooling down most likely.
You got
Wow.
those Twitch stream rest periods.
Mm-hmm. Wow, what a good grind. Filthy.
Smooth, stable. And then we rack it, and everyone survived.
Nice. Yeah, those sparkles always get me on the squats when I'm like, oh, cool, I see stars everywhere. I'm like, okay, just make sure if I'm gonna faint forward so I can rack it at least.
I'm just reading this stuff. Yeah, said he had a lot of fun. Not a whole lot of things to really comment on.
No? Yeah, filthy with a P. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so now we got the bench again. 100 plates. Oh, wow. Okay, struggle a little bit. How much weight was that?
Looked pretty smooth to me. That's
370 here.
yeah, he's working up to a 380.
Wow. Dude, it blows my mind how strong people are. And he's coming off a pec tear, guys. It's insane.
And a reattachment too.
Yeah.
This is
But
how
it
you make
shows-
sure it doesn't detach again.
Yeah, he's definitely getting strong enough to prevent that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, you have to work the injured area, or else it's never going to, become strong and stable again.
Yeah.
People think they have to avoid their injury, but no, you dive into injury as much as you can without, pain or making it worse.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing that many people avoid.
Movement is medicine, and you gotta get
There you
all
go.
the repair material into that tissue.
Yep, motion is lotion. All right, dude, good stuff on the bench. And then moving into the deadlifts here with the bed frame behind him. There we
He's
go.
about to put these weights to bed, my friend.
Whoa!
Nighty night. He's got his gas tank there. Take hits in between, make sure he refuels.
This is all done on the same day too. He's same clothes,
He's
same everything.
treating it like, well, yeah, he's doing it like an actual, like a powerlifting competition.
Mm-hmm.
Schmoove, 615, I think you said that was.
That's a
Big,
beautiful bar.
stronger weights.
I like the hundreds.
640. Wow. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, he's been here before. This is easy for him.
Someone's gonna tell him that that's all back and he should use his legs. It's gonna happen.
All right. You know, the
Someone
people
out
that are
there
gonna say
believes
that.
that.
But then if he
Yep.
uses his
They
legs,
think
then they
that
get mad
your
at him
lower
for doing
back-
sumo. That's
Yep.
what.
Someone out there legitimately believes that your spinal erectors can lift 640 pounds, which no, not gonna happen, bud.
Mm-mm.
Do a back extension and tell me how heavy you think you can lift with just your spinal erectors.
Getting
You-
ready for war. Are those
Yo.
khaki pants or just regular gym shorts?
Those look like khakis. You just
I'm
got off
trying
work.
Just roll into the gym. And pretty sure this is hook
Man.
ripped. Either that or he has the nuttiest double overhand I've ever seen.
No, it's
Yeah,
gotta be
it's
hook.
hook. That's
Yeah.
I mean,
my buddy,
considering how high his hips stay, he's obviously a tall, like posterior chain kind of dominant thing. I'm kind of
Mhm.
surprised that his squat was more like, as a squatty as it was.
Mm,
Because I know when I squat, I just shoot my hips up and I deadlift the bar on my
the
back.
fold, yeah, the fold.
So I was like seeing he was taller and like I was kind of expecting more of that, but no, he like his torso stayed in the right position the entire time on squats. I'm like, you're a better squatter than I am, sir.
He's probably using a bar instead of like a
A rope.
1,000-pound hula hoop or
Well, see,
something.
that's the
Is-
secret. Like I can't squat a straight bar at all. It's just I gave up on that years ago. It's awful
Yeah.
always because I shoot my hips up and I just like become like torso parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, you lift the bar, I always roll with my neck, and I'd be doing entire reps with like basically supporting the bar on my neck, and that's not efficient or comfortable. I'm like, okay, enough of the straight bar. We're just gonna use the specialty squat bars. I don't care.
Yep. Yeah, he went 9-9 and totaled 1530. Wow, man. And Ben, did it say his weight on the form?
I think
I
he
think
said 270.
it's 275 is what's listed here. So
Good job, Philip.
solid hoss over here. Philip from Tennessee.
Yeah, Philip from Tennessee. Cool. And then I want to give. Whoopsie. I want to give Pixie. I saw her in chat earlier. If you're here, let me know because I have your video queued up. So Ben, that would be number 33 here on the list. So a lot of these people were specially picked just for you, Mark. Are you recognizing any of these people at all?
Not yet. I told
okay.
Joe to like hook up with like, if there are any weird entries, give those to me because I can have much better commentary for a weird entry than a straight up powerlifting entry.
That's fair.
We've got Pixie. I don't know if she wants her real name, but her favorite cheat food is sushi, which I would qualify as like just regular tracked nutrition.
That's straight up
usually.
protein. That's you should be eating every day.
Yeah, this is. I am a strength and conditioning coach who left CrossFit and switched to powerlifting in 2022. Have some 56 kilo state records in the WRPF. Lift at home in my basement and find that all things unicorn give me that little extra boost.
Same.
I deadlifted as a deadlifting Barbie, and my kids like the costume so much they asked to be workout Barbies for Halloween too. That is adorable, and probably would get along with Miss Diggins with the unicorn power.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Jade. We're looking at 116-pound body weight, she's a 56 kilo lifter, 230-pound squat, 140-pound bench, and a 255-pound deadlift.
Wow. So here are. It said these are the submissions. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are the submissions we have. They're not 1 reps though, so we're gonna see a few reps of her squat. No.
You
By
can
the
do
way-
multiple reps. You do multiple reps.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And she's got like a nice little like feng shui type of vibe. In
I
this,
like the
this home
plant.
gym.
Yeah, you got just you're hanging out. Extra oxygen. It helps with your with the blood flow.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
traditional
but
pink
they work
dumbbells
as well
over
as
in
a
the
conquer
corner.
poster.
Yeah. You never know.
Wow. Great form.
That's more the kind of squat I was expecting from the last guy.
Oh, the hip
Kind of the
shooting
hip,
up a little
the
bit.
hip,
Yep.
the hip dominant. Yeah.
But it's 230 pounds, and you said she was 50 kilo, or what would you say 60 kilo? lifter?
56 kilo lifter.
56. Yeah.
56 is her weight class.
Yeah.
She's jazzed about it. Oh, there's the unicorn. Wow! Look at the shoulder mobility. You always have to have your spotter fix your unicorn hit.
That's just rule number
That's
one.
yeah, very necessary.
140.
Really prominent arch.
Whoop.
Whoa! Way to grind it out. Good job.
Oh,
I
and
love
here
this costume.
comes deadlift Barbie. 155 for a double here.
Oh,
We lost the arm strap because
It's
it
okay, we
can't
don't need
contain
it.
that capped delt right here.
whoa!
She is a Barbie girl, and this is indeed her Barbie world.
wow.
It's another example too. You have the kids down there like reading a book, kind of normalizing taking care of your physical fitness and your health and stuff, and demonstrating that through your actions, not just saying like, "Hey, take care of yourself and be good and take care of your body." It's like this is what it looks like to do those things.
Yeah. I'm happy that more people are doing this because I feel like, when I was a kid, when you were a kid, Ben, it was very rare for you're like, okay, we're going to go work out together as a family. Like, I never saw that in my immediate area. Did you witness anything like that?
No,
No, yeah.
I didn't work out as a kid. I was not an athletic kid at all.
You are so interesting, you know that? You're doing all these crazy lifts. You're like, oh yeah, I actually, didn't start touching a barbell until last year.
No,
what?
I didn't. I started lifting when I was 20, but I was not very athletic until very vaguely athletic in high school. Then decided to start
Which
lifting
is-
in college.
Yeah, it's less about where you start in terms of like what that looks like and kind of what you do with the time that you spend doing it.
Oh yeah, I was physically capable of that. I was just really lazy. It turns out all the other sports are boring and lifting's more fun.
Boom.
I was trying to figure out if this was a kilo mistake or if there was. I think it's just meant to be 255, not 155. So I was like, that does not add up. That is not 155.
Oh yeah, you are correct. Yeah, these are 45s right here.
Yeah, I think it's
So we
just
got
a
some fake weights.
What does it say over in her?
I think it said 255.
Yeah, it's 255 listed.
I was like, is that
so-
supposed to be kilos? I'm like, that also doesn't work out. So
Oh yeah, interesting. And that was at body weight 116 pounds for all of our Americans out there.
Yeah, she's 4 weeks out from her next competition, so she did 3 reps, and that's why she wasn't doing singles on her other compounds.
Which makes sense. You don't want to be completely fatigued for your competition.
Well, probably just trying to fit it into her training structure too, because like you're gonna still get. It's okay to get fatigued. It's okay to like challenge yourself when you're training, because that's what you do, and then you like rest up beforehand and allow the super compensation to happen. But
I can respect
essentially-
people that actually follow their programs and try and prepare for their competitions properly.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
You're like, yeah, I don't know what that looks like.
Joe, I think your camera went away on the main stream.
Oh, that's concerning.
You're just darkness for me on your.
I'm darkness.
Yeah.
Um,
Just letting you know. I don't know if you have your viewer up.
No, yeah, I do. Thank you. Actually,
There he is.
that must have just gone out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been trying to look back over and make sure that things are going, but
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, so guys, live stream, we're always gonna have issues. It's fine. We'll make it up in post, right?
yeah, we'll clean it up. We'll clean it up. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
we'll clean it up. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It'll be fine.
So, guys, as we move on to our next person, number 4, Ben. Did we do number 4? No, I lied. Ben, we did number 4.
Yeah, that's Philip.
Yeah. We're gonna do number 45.
Okay, 45. Boom. But James, I think, is the username. Yep, it's James.
James.
From Ontario, Canada. Another pizza lover for the cheat food. Business owner, personal trainer of Kratos Strength and Power, multi-sport athlete. We're looking at a 255-pound fella. And we're going to look at a 600-pound squat, a 345 bench, and a 565 pull coming up.
565 full, you said?
Yep. So the squat, the big squat is what the the highlight piece, I would say, of this coming up is. And of
He's
course, he's
Aang.
going to go into the Avatar state. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're.
All right, and
It's the last Barbender.
that is
Love
hilarious.
it.
Yeah, that is great.
That's the M Night Shyamalan follow up. Is what? Yeah, this is Ong.
Woo, good job. You shake your head
The
for it. You
little,
deserve it.
little
It was
head
good.
shake.
Let's watch this again.
Might be self-critiquing his depth a little bit, but it looks
Mhm.
stable throughout the whole lift, and that's you're wearing like look at yourself.
You
What-
dress as the Avatar. It's fine.
You're-
You got Team Rocket watching him too in the mirror. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
noticed that.
definitely stopped a little bit like shy of where I'd say things were falling apart, but
But again,
Yeah,
like
no,
you're
you know-
saying,
you
he's
know your
wearing
body
a
best.
costume, and that's going to limit your depth. Like, this is a good
well,
squat.
yeah, I'm wondering if the bar's trying to like slide down his back too. He has that little cape. It's hard to keep track. Yep, you have
Also, I
James
don't
looking
know
on
why anyone would try to
menacingly.
like judge depth from this angle. This is not the angle to be judging depth from.
Oh, for
You
sure.
you can't even see anything.
But yeah, good
My
stuff.
criteria is: does it look like a squat? If it looks like a squat, it's a squat. If it doesn't
Good
look like a
enough, yeah.
squat, it looks like a knee bend. Then it's a knee bend. And this looks like a squat, so it's fine.
And again, 600 pounds, nothing to laugh at. That's a big weight. Good job.
Teaming up, we have our lovely ballerina over here on the side, offering their own color commentary.
This nice multiverse of characters.
Yeah, this
We
is
got Pokemon, we got Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then maybe a Moana throwback. I don't know.
it might
what's
be old
happening here.
Greg actually. That could be old Greg.
I'm old Greg.
Yeah. What are you doing on my waters, lifting these barbells?
That's a crossover no one expected.
Yeah,
what
I'd watch
everybody
that
wanted.
anime. I'd watch that.
They didn't know they
anime.
wanted it until I got it.
Real heckin' smooth. Bro, I would not like lifting in sock feet for a bench press. I respect on this.
Yeah, he's even sliding a
See,
little bit.
Just don't learn leg drive. Never
I was
learn how to
gonna
leg
say,
drive your
like,
bench press.
just
And
don't ever do
you
it.
can do anything.
Let's do it.
And these are like
Your best
dress
bench
socks,
press
too.
won't be very good, but your worst bench press will still be pretty good if you
Boom.
never learn to leg drive.
That's the secret. If I bring up my
Consistency.
floor, then my ceiling doesn't matter as much.
It wasn't actually until I started watching you, Ben, on Twitch where I learned the leg drive. Like, I was able to bench 405, completely flat backed, no leg drive. And then Ben's like, oh, dude, you should try out leg drive. And it completely changed my bench. I'm like, oh, my shoulders feel better. Like, I'm a lot stronger. This is great. Everybody should be doing this. And it
Yeah,
took
a lot
about a
of
month of
Joe's
learning.
A lot of Joe's like original lifts on Twitch too were like unintentionally as dangerous as some of yours just because the state of the rack that he had was just so unsafe for him to be doing anything with. It's like, hey Joe, every time you touch the rack, it looks like it's trying to fall over. He's like, yeah, we just are really, really careful.
Yeah, we just don't really slam into it, you know?
Yeah.
Make sure we get
Nobody
everyone-
Well, they're the
cares.
independent
Work
squat
harder.
stands.
Here we go. This is big energy here. Looks like an elite. No. Oh, it's a weightlifting bar. It might be an Olympic
No,
weightlifting
it's
bar.
single ring or nice.
Because I thought it looked like those are how they'd mark the Eleiko, and there's no center knurling, so it can't be that's not a power bar.
It's not. Looks like it's chrome, so I don't think it wouldn't be a Ohio, but it's not bending a lot, so maybe it is a weightlifting bar.
I don't know, Canadians, man. It's
Yeah.
it's what do
I'm
you
looking at
do?
my ring or my bars to try to figure those rings are powerlifting spacing or Olympic spacing.
Either way, it's a beautiful bar.
It looks like power spacing. Maybe it's just like a really not good deadlift bar.
I guess so. Yeah. It's like no center knurling for this smooth lift, by the way.
Yeah, great
I guess
lift.
I'm over here trying to like, what bar is he using? But yeah, super solid lift. Goes into the Avatar state. You see his eyes go a little lifeless there. That's just him connecting with his spiritual ancestors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The sassy belt flick,
Yeah.
and then moving on with your day, saving the realm from the Fire Nation.
Wow.
There are puns here, but I can't come up with them like on the spot. Like an hour from now, I'll have all the best puns. It'll
Yeah.
be too late.
Just be laying in bed.
Damn it! I knew that one.
just tweet it out or X it out or whatever it's called. Just
exit out.
Just exit out.
That is
Send
what
it
you should
out.
do with their website now. You should just exit
Uh,
out.
Yeah, just exit out. You send it out there to the world. Like this would make so much. This was so funny an hour ago. You would have really appreciated this if you were there.
Oh man. All right. So as I get the next set of lifters up, let's go here. So Mark, how have you
Yeah.
been liking the format of Twitch? Like, do you find it interesting at all?
Well,
Or...
I'm watching on the Discord, so all I see is what's on your screen. I don't see all the Twitch stuff that'd be around that, so I don't.
Okay, no,
I'm not
that's
sure what
fair.
the Twitch for.
Well,
This just
that's-
feels kind of like a podcast or something, at least on my side.
Essentially, yeah. It's like if you're doing it on the platform, it's like a podcast where
Yeah,
the
the
listeners
biggest
can talk back
difference
to
seems to be the amount of yelling. There is usually not as much yelling in the podcasts I've done.
Fair
And
enough.
there's more yelling here.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure if that's a stylistic choice or if that's that's necessary for the platform.
No, we just try not to scream over each other. Like definitely in the beginning. Definitely in the beginning.
we don't try that hard, I would say.
Yeah. Bet number 26. Sorry, I thought you were gonna
See,
keep on
this
talking. You screwed me on that one, Ben.
Professor
So the reason
Lips.
why I bring up the Twitch as Ben's looking up the next person,
Mhm.
I think your content would be phenomenal on Twitch. It definitely
You're
would
not
be
the first person
unique.
to say that. That seems like a lot of work, honestly.
I'm gonna
Plus,
be
I
honest
think,
with
like-
you. It's a lot of work for very little. I know that's not a
Okay.
good sell.
Yeah. Plus, my
Yeah.
thought process is like I could stream a workout, but it's about
Mhm.
5 minutes of action. There's a lot of downtime. I don't think that would work so good.
Well, honestly, what it
Actually-
is, that downtime is the downtime means that you can like hang out with people. But I will say, if you're the kind of person who, when you're doing your workout, you wouldn't want to interact with people. Like if other people coming in and asking questions and kind of like, hey, what's going on? I have this thing. It's a little bit it's a very distracting environment.
I
It'd
mean-
be like if you go into a commercial gym and you wore a sign that said like, feel free to ask me a question at any time, even if I'm in the middle of a lift.
Mhm.
And that's basically what the thing is.
That's
So
what-
I don't think that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind like just sitting by the cat community and like answering questions between people. Like, what are you doing? And like, yeah, I'm working on it. Just watch, trust the process. We're getting somewhere.
yeah, we're figuring out what I
It
saw
seems
the
like a lot
other
of
day.
stuff, but I don't know how you begin like selling that like advertising. I feel like to build enough steam for it to be in any way kind of worth the size of having like 3 people there.
Yeah,
Probably takes
I
a lot
don't-
of time to get that
100%.
steam.
there's some of the most successful stuff is the stuff you'd never think of. I remember once it was like I'm doing all this crazy workouts and stuff and feeling really excited about it, and it's hard to get people to come and show up for that. And then one day it's like I'm gonna build a chair on stream, and so you turn on the stream and like twice the amount of people that normally come up. I'm like, F you guys, what the heck? Like you just show up here and now you care. You shouldn't care. This is stupid.
Yeah.
You should show up when I'm doing the impressive stuff. But the chair, that's what gets you.
They'd probably log in when I decided to do the Dave Tate Oreo challenge. That's on my list at some point.
Okay, we're gonna need context for that.
Yeah, what is the
What-
Dave
Okay,
Tate
so-
Oreo challenge?
Okay, so you know Dave Tate, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so a while ago, I'm not sure how long, I think it's an older article. At some point, he wrote an article about how Oreos, if you want bulk, you have to eat a bunch of Oreos. And so he established the Oreo challenge. So his guidelines, so like, you eat the entire box of Oreos, and like, here's some advice from like, he has like, as fast as you can, like, here's some time. Like, if you get done in 4 minutes, you're elite. If you get done 8 minutes, you're advanced, whatever. And it's like a whole mostly satirical article about like why you should eat the entire package of Oreos
Yeah.
as a bulking tool.
I'm ready. I've found this is my moment.
Yeah,
I'm
so I
ready to
decided at some
ascend.
point I need to try and eat the entire box of Oreos in 4 minutes, and then probably cram myself into my deadlift suit and see if I can hold in when I pull 800 or something.
Beautiful.
That seems
We
like a
say
very
this.
involved video to cram into 60 seconds. So maybe that's better for the longer form of Twitch.
I was gonna say that's perfect for Twitch.
So we've got another Eric here. This one from Virginia.
We watch him pull mixed grip.
Uh,
I should throw him for a loop and pull mixed grip.
A 40-year-old husband, dad of 2, with one on the way. Congratulations. Professor of education, loves bourbon, books, and benching in the home gym.
Awesome. The 3 Bs.
Benching in the basement would have been the full alliteration. Oh, damn it.
Oh, no. Hook grip.
It is a Captain Hook grip here.
Yep.
That's what it is. This is
More
this
weight.
is
Unless this is
Oh, he took off his
I
mustache.
thought he was curling. I thought he was curling the mustache. He's removing it.
He's so strong.
He's going for it. Just that's how you shave. Back in the olden days, you just rip it off. I'm done.
Impressive deadlift. How much weight has this been?
I
450.
try. Okay.
I can let you try to guess first if you want, but
No,
the
I was
color-
gonna say I was like my first thing. Okay, that's like what normal plate coloring, but then those look like those old bumper plates that are actually red 45s and like yellow 25s, and they just are completely flying in the face of conventional plate coloring,
Yep.
numbering. But maybe they are actually colored properly.
Yeah, and these are some chubby weights too. That looks like a 25 maybe, but then a different 25 or a 10 that has a big like a lip on it or
old-fashioned plates.
something. Yeah.
Those are too big to be 10s. Those are not 10s. Those gotta
Yeah.
be 20s.
We're looking at a 370 press here.
Ooh.
So some heft to him, and is also wearing walkabout slippies,
I
as
don't know
any good pirate does.
Mm-hmm.
I feel okay. Those are 55s.
He's trying to math it out right now.
No,
Yeah,
I
but-
love this. This is good.
Okay,
energy.
yeah, I think those are 55s and then 25s. That sounds like it would work out about right. And then maybe like a 2.5 on the end.
A 55-pound plate on each side for
Yeah,
two,
so
it'll be like
265 plus
Yep.
100 plus the, yeah, if that's 375. So that,
375?
those are
370.
fives on the ends. Yeah,
370.
225s and a 5.
370.
Oh,
two and a half.
so
So
they're
Two and a half.
2.5s. Yeah, yeah.
And then okay, here comes a 502 deadlift. Nope, that's a squat. We already watched the 502. This is the 450 squat.
Yeah. It was backwards order.
Sorry. Oh, we removed the walkabout slippies. We're back in some pirate boots here. That's
Those look like the barefoots. Barefoot lifting shoes.
I love
Wow.
the little bee over here who's watching, making sure that he's doing everything right. Solid red.
Little bee.
A little scooch bee right there. In my head, I know it said he's a father, but in my head canon, this is actually just his. He likes to just scoot from one end of the basement to the
That's
next.
how he gets around the gym.
Yeah. I refuse to walk.
Oh,
Thank you, Professor.
man, good stuff.
Yeah, I don't get uphill squat using their quads. It's alien to me.
What even are those? Quads are the things that get in the way when I'm trying to deadlift. Am I right? You gotta keep them. You gotta keep them from getting too bulky, or they push
Those
the
are for
bar out
leg
in front of you.
extensions only.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't need them. And then, oh, cool. That was all 3 lifts there. We got one more person for you. I think we can kind of squeeze them in a little bit if you're up for it, Mark.
Give me a
Yeah.
number, Joe.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. We got to help out Ben here. Ben, number 27.
All right. They did wear a costume. This is Huck Steve. Huck Steve.
Steve.
Real name Steve. Steve Huck. Also from Ontario. Loves the Costco food court.
Yes.
That's our cheat meal
Are
preference.
those slippers or yeah, those are slippers. I thought they're Crocs. I'm like, okay.
Slippy Crocs. Despite being a novice lifter now at 40 years old, signed up for the first person meet in December.
Nice.
In-person meet, I should say. Lined up perfectly for me to participate in almost as a practice meet when you have goals like this to build towards. Gives you the extra boost you need to stay focused. So using this garage gym competition as a way to kind of like center and focus for an IRL meet coming soon.
Awesome, Steve. Yeah, the chicken bake, by the way, Costco food court, delicious. Highly recommend if you guys have never had that.
This is our second occurrence, by the way, of the "Don't Curl in Me" flag.
By
The
Massonomics, yeah.
squat rack, yeah.
Ooh.
Almost thought this was Ben over here in the corner. Average Joe's Ben.
Oh, the
If he
Kratos
grew out his
guy?
grew out his beard a lot.
It's okay. Every beard guy actually looks the same.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Wait, is this you? No.
Someone's gonna ask,
there.
even though I have hair and stuff, so they only see the
Nice.
beard.
And Ben, did it say how long they're lifting for?
27, you said?
Oh, he
Right.
does have jorts, so I can see the confusion.
Is this the same person? This may not be the same person.
I
This
don't
person, this person does not look 41 to me.
think so.
They just have a
Maybe
great
it's someone else.
skincare.
Maybe it's yeah.
Okay, here.
This is
Steve.
probably them. Okay. I was like, Joe,
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if
the
that
first
was
video.
I don't know if that was 41-year-old Steve who's
Looking great.
who
Wow,
loves
actually,
chicken
really good
bake.
squat.
Yeah, body weight 208, 331 squat, 243 bench, and a 355 deadlift incoming.
Nice. Yeah.
You're right about it's the jorts. It really is. Plus 2
Mhm.
to your strength modifier. Gotta have to learn how to go without him though.
That's why
It's a whole-
that's why I don't like what powerlifting is. That they don't let you wear jorts.
Yep, that's the biggest
Also, no
upset.
straps and hitching and ramping and fun.
Yeah.
All the fun
Take
stuff.
fun and remove it. Now
All the
they
fun
now they
stuff.
even have elbow depth. Okay, they're like actively trying to make it
Not
even
Don't
more
pick up rocks.
painful.
You don't throw things. You don't run around.
Yeah. We got Crocs. The whole family's in jorts, so you know that this is an event right now.
Mm-hmm. This is their Disneyland right now.
If I grew up in this family, I would have lifted when I was much younger, probably. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
all the jorts. You can tell there's that kind of family.
I love the little the lollipop colored bar in the corner there. It has like the little swirl, the little color squirrel, the colors. Oh man,
Lights in the gym,
Joe,
I
I'm
can
so
approve
sleepy
of
for
that. Jorts, deadlift.
Absolutely.
This is actually a
We're
great
at-
still of Steven.
We're out of the Crocs. Yes, looking very fabulous. On my way to the Costco food court. That chicken bake will not elude me again.
Woo! Oh, you
Just
got
more
some
weight.
Getting
weight, dude.
after it. Hell yeah.
And he
Oh,
said
and the
that so
gentle
softly.
set down. He's like, what even is that? There's no weight here. I'm ready.
Yeah, is this weight for ants?
Wow. I just love the look.
Wow.
The look of like, I'm not impressed. What even is that? It's fine.
It's pretty good. It's all right.
Load the bar up next
A
time.
5, out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that dad strength though. You said he was a novice lifter.
Self-identified novice lifter.
Wow, doesn't look novice at all. He's like, yeah, whatever. Oh man, good stuff, Steve. Good work. Alrighty, so Deadliest Lift, my friend, it's come to that time where we have to take a small break to get our next lifter on board. Hopefully you had fun. We definitely had fun.
Yeah, it was great having you, sir. Thank you for
Thanks.
joining us.
I
good
might
time
just
too.
do a stream where I just watch all your videos. Just like-
If you
just
do that,
comment
let me
on
know.
that.
I want to watch the chat on that one at least. I don't care about the actual content, but I want to watch the chat on that.
That's fair, yeah. Guys, make sure to head over to his Instagram and tell him that you want content like this on Twitch and that you will give him a lot of money to make it worthwhile. So before we head on out, could you tell people where they can find you and kind of the things you got planned or upcoming things?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, deadliest lift on Instagram, all one word. Also, YouTube and TikTok, that's basically all the same stuff, and those are small. So mainly it's Instagram, or if you want to use another platform, go nuts. Nothing specific really planned. I do stuff for fun. I put it up. People like it. It's not really more thought than that. I don't have like events or influencer things. I compete sometimes, but I'm not going to probably not till next year. So yeah, not really anything upcoming.
Okay,
Go have fun. Go read it.
Well, if you guys are looking
Perfect.
for some fun content, again, yeah, check out all of his socials and his YouTube, Deadliest Lift. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be bringing on our next guest in a few minutes. All right, see you guys in a bit.